Happy day after Monday. We got a 3-game slate in the playoffs. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back to talk some more NBA action. We got 3 games on Tuesday's slate. As of right now, we're recording this while it's halftime of the Clippers game. Obviously, I have Clippers money line. We are 1-1 so far. Our only 1-unit play. So winning days so far. If the Clippers can hang on and win that game, that would be awesome to make it 2-1. But we'll go over the recap on those other 2 bets in just a little bit. Quick reminder, MLB Best Bets video will be out on Tuesday, or for the Tuesday slate after this one. Lots of research help given out on that one for you guys. A full 15-game slate with some best bets. So, of course, any graphics you see in this video are from OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. Click the link below. You get a 7-day free trial. So, let's get into it, and I got a dad joke. So, here we go. My wife asked me to get 6 cans of Sprite at the store. I realized when I got home that I picked 7 up. Alrighty. In this video, we are going to recap yesterday, and then we're going to go over our best bets and some leans, and then we'll finish it with the recap. Pretty simple. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. Cannot thank you guys enough. Some of you guys have been commenting and liking the video for years straight, it seems like, as we're on year 3 of the channel, on our way to 40,000 subscribers. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and come join the awesome community. So let's get into it, and that means it's recap time. All right, here is the recap so far. The over 221.5 Pistons Knicks. No chance. I mean, they slowed the game down to a slug pace, and it didn't have a chance unless we went to overtime. Even then, maybe needed 2 overtime. So that was a loser on the half-unit play, but we got the winner. This one was sweatier than it should have been. He needed 5 or 6 in the fourth quarter, and he got just enough to get 36. Didn't get any of the end-of-game free throws you would expect either, so he ended on 36. We will take it. So Cade gets it done. He had 0 assists at halftime. I have absolutely no idea how that's possible, but luckily he scored a ton of points. And then the third one, Clippers money line. Again, like I said, we were recording during that game. As of right now, the Clippers are up 3 at halftime. Hopefully they can come through and get another winner and go 2-1 with a nice winning day on Monday. So playoff record down there, 7-11 after a terrible weekend that we just had, down 2.04 units. Season record right there, up 29 units. So that's what we got for the bets recap. Now let's talk the best bets. All right, we head out to Indiana where the Pacers host the Milwaukee Bucks. Pacers -4. Total in this one is 229. Quick preview. Obviously, we know Pacers won game 1 pretty easily. Giannis had absolutely 0 help from his teammates. It was crazy. But Damian Lillard has been upgraded to questionable. It is a miracle that he's already this close to playing after what happened. But if he isn't back, he is due back soon. So I'm going to get right into the best bet here. It's an under. Give me Tyrese Halliburton under 19.5 points, -126 on FanDuel. This is a half-unit play. Now, if you can only get this at 18.5, because I already see some books moving there, but it was 19.5 when I posted to Discord and right when we started recording. I still like it at 18.5. So let's talk Halliburton's numbers real quick. He's under this line already in 62% of games this season. So already good hit rate over the course of the year, averaging 18.5 points per game. Now, the last 10 games, he's under in 6 of the last 10, averaging 18.4. So right in line with his overall season totals, averaging just 13 field goal attempts per game. So it's nothing crazy. Not like he's a guy that's been taking 19, 20 shots or anything like that. And then the matchup here. Now, Halliburton has faced the Bucks 5 times this season already, which is crazy. But he's under this line in 4 of 5 games. That includes a 10-point performance in Game 1. He's averaging just 15.6 points per game versus the Bucks in 5 games this year. They've been able to contain him, and he's really hasn't been that aggressive. He hasn't needed to be the one to score. The Bucks are so bad defensively in other areas that other guys have taken advantage of it. In the last 30 days, Milwaukee has given up the 9th fewest points per game to the point guard position. They've done a pretty good job defending that pick and roll ball handler. Also done a pretty decent job against pull-ups, which is where Halliburton gets a ton of his points from, something he relies on to get some scoring. So obviously Hallie can get hot and go, not even need a lot of shots and be efficient, but it just hasn't been the case. I don't think his volume is up there as much. So overall, with him not being as aggressive offensively, with the Bucks doing a great job versus point guards this year and versus him in 4 of the 5 games, as you already heard, I expect the Bucks to come out a little desperate, playing a little harder this game. Not saying there's some elite defense or anything, but, you get crushed in game 1, you're going to come back a little bit. Obviously, we got playoff atmosphere where the game should slow down a little bit, less foul calls, things like that, less points at the free throw line. Now, I know usually these starters play bigger minutes, but Hallie already played 39 minutes against the Bucks one time this year, and he scored 12. So, again, I think it's a matchup thing. I think this line is a little too high. So give me Halibut under 19.5 points as my first best bet. All right, this next one takes us out to LA where the Lakers host the Minnesota Timberwolves. Lakers minus 5.5, total of 210. This line was 4.5 in game one. The Timberwolves put a beat down on them, and the books moved the line even farther for the Lakers' advantage at minus 5.5. It seems a little odd to me, but like I said in the first playoff video, some of you definitely disagreed with me in the comments, which again, sports, that's the beauty of it. I think Minnesota is flat out the better and deeper team. I don't expect game two to be as easy as game one, but they did take it to them in game one. So my best bet, we got a little mini ladder. We'll call it a stool. Let's just call it a stool play. That doesn't sound great either, but here we go. My best bet, Jaden McDaniels over 5.5 rebounds at plus 126 on FanDuel for a half unit, and then we'll talk about the next one right at the end. But again, have I mentioned the Lakers have no size? They really don't. Jackson Hayes, he was played off the court in game one. If you guys didn't notice it, he was a defensive liability. They took him out to the perimeter, pick and rolls. He had no clue what he was doing, and he didn't play many minutes because of it. This is a Lakers team that relies on Luka and LeBron James to rebound the ball. Now, let's talk Jaden McDaniels. I fully expect 32 plus minutes from him. He played 33 in game one, and that was somewhat of a blowout. So in games he's played 32 plus minutes, he is over this line in 75% of games, 33 of 44, averaging around 12 rebound chances per game. You love to see that for a 5.5 line here. Now let's talk the matchup. He has absolutely dominated the last versus the Lakers from this wing position. And he just, honestly, when you watch him, he's trying to attack the offensive and defensive glass. In the 3 games versus the Lakers this year, he has 9, 8, and 9 rebounds. This line is 5.5 at plus money. That was on 18, 14, and 13 rebound chances. Guys, 13 is the minimum he's getting. And this line is 5.5 at plus 126. McDaniels, if you don't know, extremely long athletic player, 6'9" type of guy. And he uses all that. Plus, he actually has a want to get the rebounds. And that's one of the things some of these players need. But he's proven in big minutes he can consistently go over this line. He's also proven he can easily go over this line versus LA. We're getting plus money. I am also going to ladder this at 7 plus rebounds. That's right. So at 7 plus rebounds, I am getting plus 225 on FanDuel. Again, not only has he had 6 plus rebounds in every game against the Lakers, or 7 plus, he's also had 8 plus in all 3 games. Plus 225 is, maybe I should have maybe done a half unit, just been aggressive, but I'm going to go a half unit for him over 5.5 rebounds, and then another quarter unit for him, 7 plus rebounds. Again, it's a stool, just a mini ladder. That's what we're going to do. But I love the plus money opportunities here with how many chances he gets, especially when he plays big minutes. So give me Jaden McDaniels over 5.5 rebounds for a half unit plus money, and 7 plus rebounds for bigger plus money. And those are my final bets. But I might be adding one in the morning. If I do, it'll be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. I know we haven't talked about one game, so let's go talk a couple leans. All right, let's talk a couple leans now, and they're both in that OKC Memphis game. It's tough to make a bet in that game. I'm going to be honest. It was just a 50-point game in game one. I don't expect 50, but it could be another blowout. So John Morant over 22.5 points is my first lean. Obviously, the blowout is the biggest worry here. If I knew this would be somewhat competitive, I'd probably bet this one. He has played much better under the new head coach, as most of you guys know. He's over this line now in 14 of the last 20 games, averaging 27 points per game, and he was struggling for some of this year. In game one, he scored 17 points, but again, only played 26 minutes because it was a massive blowout. I thought it looked pretty good. I like 22.5. It did move from 21.5 up there to 22.5, so that's just a lean right now for me. And the next one, Thunder team total over 121.5. They scored 131 in game one, and it could have been much more if they actually played starters in the fourth quarter. Probably could have put up 140 to 150 on them. The Grizzlies, as we know, we've talked about it many times, they have been so bad defensively. In the last 10 games, they've given up the 7th most points per game at 117.6 per game. They struggle defending transition. They struggle defending perimeter, etc., etc. And now the Thunder offense, last 10 games, how about second best offensive rate in the NBA, averaging the most points in the NBA last 10 games at 125.2. I mean, they have been absolutely crushing it. They average like 4 points over this line already. They really just need an average offensive night versus a terrible defense to go over this line. I think it's a couple points too low. I know the playoffs are supposed to slow it down and everything. But again, we're dealing with a Memphis Grizzlies team that already play at one of the fastest paces in the league. And we already saw game one. OKC can get up and down and score pretty quickly and in chunks on them as well. So I like their team total over. I like John Morant over points as well. If I had to play, it might be one of these two. It might be something different. We'll see. But I probably lean a little bit more towards the Thunder team total than John Morant. That blowout just has me pretty worried. But that's what I got for the best bets and the leans. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there it is. The best bets so far. Halliburton under 19.5 points, minus 126 for a half unit. Again, I would play this at 18.5 as well. Jaden McDaniels, little mini ladder, little stool action. Jaden McDaniels over 5.5 rebounds for a half unit, and Jaden McDaniels 7+ rebounds. That's plus 126 for the first one, and plus 225 for the quarter unit play after that. So again, any added plays will be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you haven't already, hit that like button and go check out that MLB Best Bets video as well. But that's all we got. Enjoy some basketball. Hope you have a great Tuesday, and we'll talk to you soon.